Hello students of class 6. Today this is our concluding part of the video of chapter Agriculture of India. Open page 113. There is one chart. You have to read the chart properly. See, in the chart it is first given paddy. Paddy means rice. Don't get confused. Paddy means rice. Paddy is the principal crop or main crop of our country. Paddy is cultivated in West Bengal, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Orissa, Haryana, Bihar, Chhattisgarh and Karnataka. In these places, paddy is cultivated. Again I am repeating: West Bengal, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Orissa, Haryana, Bihar, Chhattisgarh and Karnataka. In which type of soil paddy is mainly cultivated? Alluvial soil, loamy soil with high water retentive capacity. Now what is the meaning of water retentive capacity? Means water holding capacity. The soil which can hold more water, in that type of soil paddy or rice grow well. A rainfall 125 to 250 centimeter of rainfall is ideal, and temperature 25 degrees Celsius is ideal for this crop. Next is wheat. Wheat is the second main crop of our country. It is mainly cultivated in northwestern or northern part of India, like Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, western or northwestern part of India, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Which places? Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh. Well, soil type, well drained loamy soil, annual rainfall 50 to 100 centimeter, temperature 15 to 20 degrees Celsius is ideal for this type of soil. Next, millet soil. Millet is a dry soil. It is mainly composed of jowar and bajra. It is mainly cultivated in Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. Next is the soil type, sandy loamy soil. Sandy loamy soil, 50 to 100 centimeter of rainfall is needed. Next, temperature 25 to 32 degrees Celsius temperature is ideal. Next, sugarcane. Cultivation is mainly practiced in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Bihar, Maharashtra and Karnataka. Soil type, well drained loamy soil. Alluvial annual rainfall 100 to 150 centimeter. Temperature 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Now jute. It is mainly cultivated in West Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. It is soil type alluvium, clay and loamy soil, and rainfall 150 to 200, temperature 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. Next, cotton, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab. Black soil rich in phosphate and lime is suitable. Annual rainfall 50 to 100 centimeter and temperature 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Next is coffee, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. This soil mainly grow. It is a mountain soil rich in humus. Annual rainfall 150 to 200 centimeter is ideal for this type, and temperature 20 to 25. And last of all, tea, Assam, West Bengal, West Karnataka, Kerala. It's well joined loamy rich soil rich in humus is ideal. Annual rainfall 150 to 200 centimeter, temperature 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. This temperature is ideal. So see, this chart you have to go through in online class. I will say in detail regarding which part you have to read. So this chapter is completed, and map pointing we have to do, and this part map pointing we will do separately in online class. We will do the map pointing separately. So this chapter is short, very small chapter, but details we have to read. 70% people are engaged in agriculture. The mainstay of the people is occupation of the people of our country is agriculture. What are the factors? That 10 factors you have to read. Why Indian agriculture is dependent so much on irrigation? because of instability of monsoon wind. Then what is green revolution? Green revolution, when first started, where first started, in which crop it first started, what are the basic elements of green revolution. Then what is rabi crop, what is kharif crop with definition, what is cash crop, what is commercial crop, other name of cash crop is commercial crop, what is subsistence crop. And then this chart, from this chart you have to read the soil type and the areas where it is cultivated, mainly the crops name you have to read. And last part, see, one note is given. What is given in this note? Sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil are different varieties of alluvial soil depending on their constituents. These are the three varieties of alluvial soil depending upon their constituent. So this is we end of this chapter, and go through the chapter thoroughly, see the videos properly, and in online class I will discuss the queries again. Thank you, class.